Hello everyone! I wasn't really planning on doing a reaction video to the trailer, since I'll be talking about the complete story to Tomb real soon, but so many of you requested it, so I figured, why the hell not? Let's sit down and talk a little bit about the cinematic. This one takes place after we follow Kil'jaeden from the Tomb of Sargeras to his command ship, which is cruising around in the twisting nether, eventually ending up at Argus.
Look upon our wonders, you mortals, and despair. Behold the world that shall be your tomb!
Argus!
Give in.
Homeworld.
Let it take you.
Have they done to you?
Where we're able to defeat the Deceiver and bring him to his knees.
Our fates are now one. Argus will be your tomb.
At least we will have died fighting.
Our war isn't over yet.
Kil'jaeden believes that this is where we're all going to die, but Illidan has come prepared. In his hand is the Sargeras keystone, which should look familiar to anyone who has leveled up a demon hunter. Now back during the Burning Crusade, Illidan, he used his powers to create a portal to Mardum, and Mardum was once upon a time used by the Titan Sargeras to imprison the demons that he fought with, and he used the Sargeras keystone to lock them away. He had come to realize that the demons, they could not truly be slain outside the Twisting Nether, so imprisonment was the far better option. When Sargeras turned to the dark side, he shattered the planet and released the demons, forming the Burning Legion. The keystone was used for the prison and had the power to open up portals to countless different worlds, even that of Argus. It was given to Brood Queen Tirana for safekeeping, who stayed behind the Mardum, so the demon hunters, they went out to claim it, while Illidan, he tried to defend the Black Temple against our attack. As most of you know, he failed and he was imprisoned. So were his demon hunters, who did return from a successful mission. And with Legion, they were actually set free to help fight against this new Legion threat. During the Orderhog campaign, they were forced to work together with the Wardens to find out where the Wardens had actually hidden the keystone. Turned out that it was safeguarded within the vault of the Wardens next to Illidan's corpse, hidden within the platform itself. A quick trip in the vault later, and the keystone was recovered, even used to invade Nishkara, and somewhere in between, the demon hunters handed over the key to Illidan.
Not where we hold the key to all worlds. Kaka, take us home!
Notice how they've changed the description of the key from a key to any and all Legion worlds into a key to all worlds.
I was always envious of you. Your gift, your faith, your vision. I never believed that Sargeras could be stopped. Perhaps you will prove me wrong.
Everyone, get ready!
This moment I'm personally pretty torn about, since they're trying to create some sympathy for Kil'jaeden, and not just in this moment, also in the additional story that they created for his character. In the 7.2 cinematic, we saw Kil'jaeden, who was torn about giving up his world for the vision shown by Sargeras, and he has nothing to show for, while at the same time, this is the guy responsible for the whole corruption of Valen's son, a son that never existed before Legion, the guy responsible for the war between the Alliance and Horde, for the Draenei having to run for thousands of years, the near extermination of the Draenei race, the Sunwell, the Lich King, Kil'jaeden, Illidan, Legion, and so much more. It's brilliant that I actually feel torn about it, since despite this long list of bad guy stuff, at the same time, you kinda do feel for the guy. He never believed that standing up against Sargeras was even a possibility. Imagine if he could have shared the faith that Valen showed, but then again, he didn't have the Naru whispering to him, so there's also that. One final touch by Valen, happy to see that the old prophet did not give in to the hatred, despite all that was done to him and his people, and that's the end of Kil'jaeden.
Is everyone all right? you done?
Sometimes the hand of fate must be forced.
The last line is of course a callback to Warcraft 3 cinematic, where Illidan is talking to himself as he's summoning the Naga from the deep.
Now my blind eyes see what others cannot. That sometimes the hand of fate must be forced.
A very nice touch to actually see Argus in the sky after you've completed the tomb. The threat of what's to come is looming above us, and I hope that it's really going to deliver, but that's something that only time will tell. I've had some people ask about the ramifications of suddenly having a new planet so close to Azeroth, like what would that do to the world? But to that, I'd say that this is a game where we literally have zombies and dragons, and we can fly, and sometimes people come back from the dead, and we're fighting demons and all that stuff, so I wouldn't take it that seriously. On top of that, I don't think any of the planets were actually moved. I believe it's more of a rift created between the two worlds, a rift which will make it a whole lot easier to actually get to Argus. What I do think is that there's a bit of a problem with what they've done with the keystone. Before, it was just a key to Legion worlds, and although that is a vague description, like does it need a flag of the Legion on it to become viable, or is the Fel infusion that counts, or what exactly makes a Legion planet, but at least they placed somewhat of a limitation on the key, and I think it's pretty safe to say that Azeroth is not a Legion planet. That's the whole reason as to why they want to conquer it. Now they've decided to make it a key to all worlds, and Illidan easily used it to create a rift, a shortcut between Argus and Azeroth, to which the obvious question is, why didn't the Legion do this before? If Sargeras is the one who handed over the key to Tirana, did he then just forget about it when he so desperately wanted to get to Azeroth? It's not like they didn't know what the key could do, since even the Brood Queen was aware that it's a key to Legion worlds, so I think that this minor change with the key, it's something that leads to obvious questions. Next to that, we always knew that we were going to go to Argus, but having a constant rift in the sky, that's a bit overkill, isn't it? We worked so hard on getting the Pillars of Creation to seal off one little gateway from which the Legion came in, and now Illidan just tore open a freaking rift. Come on in, Legion. It's not like Azeroth is pretty damn weak right now. We spent months trying to take one single patch of land in order to get to the tomb, but oh no, this is fine. The home base of the Legion just right there in front of us. What could go wrong? Joking aside, you could speculate that you actually need the Sargeras keystone in order to step through that rift. That's a possibility. Or perhaps the Legion is spread too thin, too confident in that Argus was secure, that none would be able to reach it. Maybe. You could give a spin to it, but I guess that it's more the cool factor over what actually makes sense in the story. That it was though. I think they've done a fantastic job with the cinematic again. It was really damn cool. Visually, it's very awesome. I love the little moment between Velen and Kil'jaeden. Khadgar just looking over to Illidan like, really? Really? And of course, Argus in the skybox. A very nice touch. I can't wait to see what the future's going to bring. Now, like I said, I am currently working on getting the story of the Legionfall campaign done. And after that, we're going to talk about all the details as to what exactly happened in the tomb. Since Preach, he was kind enough to let me join one of his viewer raids. And I actually got some recordings way in advance. So that is coming up as soon as possible. For now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos. Leave a like if you enjoyed this one. And until next time, guys. See ya!